Hello everyone, and thanks for stopping by to Scrap and Craft with Terry. Today we're going to do another pocket project. And the one I'm doing today I saw on Wendy's Journal Adventures, and I think this was one of her older videos. But it's really cute, and it's an easy pocket to make. So you could do this as a mass make, scrap buster. This is a new envelope, but you can use your junk mail envelopes. So we're going to go ahead and get started. If you like my video, I just ask that you give me a thumbs up and check out my other videos. So this is a leftover of an envelope that I already used. And let me see, it goes up and down. That is about 4 1/8 by 4. So it's 4 inches wide this way, 4 1/8 up and down. So our pocket will be 4 1/8 inch deep. Now we have to just glue this flap shut. Don't glue in here because you'll glue your pocket shut. How's everyone doing today? Getting a lot of crafting done, I hope. I've been working on different stuff off and on, but then sometimes you kind of get lost in it. Just make sure you don't glue your pocket shut. Okay, so that's our pocket. And I'm going to cover it with this piece of paper. Now let me see. This piece is, it's 4 inches. It's 4 inches long, and it is about 5 inches wide. And that's so you can fold the sides around to the back, and you can glue them onto your envelope. Now, we're just going to glue the flaps to the envelope, and I'm not going to cover the back because this would be, I would use it as a glued in pocket. Now if you're going to use it as a floating pocket, you can still glue these back, but then you're going to want to cover your back. So we're just going to put a little glue. Make sure I have it even. Make sure you have your pocket going the right way. You just want to make sure that I have it lined up at the bottom, because anything's possible. The pocket might not be completely straight. So we'll just glue this down. And I'm only going to do one pocket because once you do one, you know how to do it. But I'm going to show you how to put it together, and then we're going to decorate it. Okay. And then we're going to do this side. It doesn't really matter which side you put your paper on. Now, like I say, if you're going to leave this as a floating pocket, then you just want to put another piece of paper on here. Okay. A little tiny bit on top, but I don't think I'm going to cut it. Well, you know what I didn't do? I didn't glue my paper down. Well, that's not nice. All right, so you not only have to glue down your your little flaps, you have to glue you have to glue the paper to your pocket. So this video is starting out real good, but that's all right. You just have to bounce back and keep going. Okay, now we'll glue it down. There we go. It's all good. And there's our pocket. Okay. Now, if you want to put your little thumb notch in here, you can. Let me grab my punch real quick. Okay. Now, I want to do my notch because I like the way the notch does the little holes for the thumb notches. Let me see. And we'll just hope that's about centered. Cool. Well, I didn't think I did both of them, but that's okay. Okay. Now, if you don't like the way that looks in there, you could just go ahead and stick a different piece of paper in there. But as long as I punched both of them, I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it just like that. Now, on over top of our envelope, we're going to have this flap over top of our pocket. And I'm going to have a tab on here, so I don't want my tab to stick too far below it. I actually want it to come about even like that. So let me mark on the back where I want my flap. And then I'll tell you how big the flap is in just a second. All right, so I want that like that. Well, that'll work just fine too, because that's going to cover that little notch, but it still shows you where the notch is. Well, that's cool. I'll go down just a little tiny bit farther. Let's see. Because we can stick our tab on just a little bit higher up if we need to. All right. So we'll see what this looks like. And make sure that it's straight. On it cockeyed. So I'll just measure. So I'll go down, let's see, about 1, 2, 3/8. Oh, I hope I'm in the camera view. 1, 2, 3/8, and we'll glue it on there. Now this flap is 6 inches long and just under 4 1/8 wide. So when I glue it on, I have to make sure that it's in the kind of like centered. I don't want it to look cockeyed, or did I not measure that right? No, it's just a little past 1 3/8. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 16ths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 16ths. One, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 16. So my husband makes fun of me. Because he can read them rulers really, really good. All right, that's how we're going to have it. And then it'll come down over. So let me just put some glue across there. And then I can kind of center it from the back. Now, like I say, you can do this as a mass make. If you have a special theme you're going with for a journal or a scrapbook, you can make them to match that. And that would work good also. These were just scraps that was left over. And then my fold is about 1.5. You want to leave a little bit of space so whatever you put in your envelope or your pocket, you'll be able to get out. So, because I didn't have the piece that was exactly the same size as my envelope, you can see a little bit on each side, and that's just fine also. So we'll just make sure that's all stuck down good. And then we have this little pocket. And that's just too cool. Now on my flap, I don't really know if I like seeing that stick out like that. Maybe I should have made my pocket a little narrower. But we're just gonna let this one go for now. We'll just make sure next time that it's cut even. Like I say, these were scraps. All right, now on my flap, I'm going to glue this tag on, and you'll be able to journal on it. And I think the colors go good together with the background. Goes good with this and this both. And then we're going to put a little gem in the center of the flower, and it's flat, so it won't stick up any, so shouldn't bother anything wherever you use it at. And that's not real bright, it'll just give it a little glitzy. So I think that's cute. Maybe I should have put a brighter one on. Let's try the brighter one. We'll try. See what we think. Guess I should have tried both of them before I put any glue on, huh? Oh, I think I like that one better. That looks nice. Okay. Now for our tag, I want to put the same, it's just a little bit different color, but we're going to put one of these on the front, and then on the back I'm going to glue paper on for journaling. And I rounded the corners. I didn't ink anything. You can ink if you'd like. It just depends on what you like. Okay, on the front, we're going to glue this down. And the tag and the flap is a lighter weight cardstock. I'll just put that right in the center. And then in the center of that, I'm just going to put one of the brighter green gems to match the other one. And I think that's cute, and I probably should let it sit for just a second before I put it in the pocket. Now, for my tab, I cut a piece that matches that. I cut it in half. I cut the tab to match this. So I'm going to put that over the cardstock tab. I almost act like I don't know what I'm doing today. And I like doing my tabs this way. That should have been over a little farther. Let's see if we can move it. Well, we better just leave it. Be just fine. Now I'm going to put it on here, and I want to make sure it doesn't go down below my pocket. So when I put it on there, I can just slide it into place. Slide it over a little bit more. I should turn it so I can see what I'm doing, right? Okay, and I like it about right there. Kind of blends in with the background. And that's fine, but you have this here. All right, so now we can stick this in our, well, let me see. This is about 4 3/8 by 3 7/8, and it will go in sideways. And it'll slide right down in there. Okay, so I think I didn't get that in the center. I think I'll put this, put a little bit of Velcro on here to hold it shut. So let me grab my Velcro. Okay. So I have my Velcro, just 2 little Velcro dots. I'm going to put them on my my tab. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to put my Velcro dots on first, then I'll decorate the envelope. If I can get the plastic off. These Velcro dots are definitely sticky. There we go. Now we'll just close it. Oh, I guess the plastic decided to stay with me. Okay. Now, this is just a piece of book page, and this was just a leftover from something that I did, and I used my one punch. Sorry, I dropped something. So this was a leftover, and I used my scallop punch. So I'm not going to cut that out. I'm just going to leave it, and I did ink that part. And I have this butterfly, and it's not really bright, but I like it on there. Then I'm going to glue this on Your Story Matters. And that would go for all of your little notes that you make. So we're just going to glue this down. Now I didn't do anything on the inside flap on here, but you can journal on that. So then I just put, maybe I could just try to ink him a little bit darker. Maybe he would stand out a little bit more. I like the colors and the little orange circles on it, the little dots. But seeing how it's the inside flap of the pocket, I'm not going to put any gems on him because that'll just hold the pocket up farther. So I think that'll look better. I'm just going to glue that down. Hopefully everybody followed what I was doing on this video, because I sure was messing up an awful lot. Just pull him over that way a little bit. Okay, so that is our pocket. I really like it, except for the way the sides show, but next time I'll have to trim my envelope just a little bit narrower. And this is not in the center. I guess sometimes you put tabs off to the side a little bit, but I just think it looks out of place, offset like that. But anyway, that is our video. And if you glue this down, if you glue 3 sides, you would have an extra pocket back here. You would have an extra pocket here or depending on how you glued it in, if you glued 3 sides this way, you would have an extra pocket on either side. And if you want your floating pocket, then just go ahead and after you put your flap on, just go ahead and put some paper over it to cover it. You just open it up. You can journal on there. If you don't like the brown being so dark, you can just add another sheet of paper on there. So we have our journaling space here and on the back. Oh, look, my glue shows through. I should have used my, maybe I should have used my glue stick. I've glued this kind of paper before with the Art Glitter Glue, and I never noticed it show through. Maybe after it dries, it'll kind of dull it down a little bit. But anyways, that's our video, and through all of the flub ups and everything. Let me know down in the comments if you like it, and I hope you come back to see us for our next video, and we'll be doing more envelope projects as we go along. So until then, everyone, I hope you have a wonderful day and happy crafting. Bye for now.